Hello everyone. I'm speaking to you today from Government House in Canberra on the lands of the Ngunnawal people, where I pay my respects to elders past and present. As the proud patron of the Kokoda Track Memorial Walkway, I am so pleased to send this message to everyone gathered to mark Kokoda Day in Papua New Guinea, which has so recently celebrated the 50th anniversary of independence. For Australians, the Kokoda Track is both a rugged jungle path through the Owen Stanley Range, northeast of Port Moresby, and a story of extraordinary valour, endurance and care. Between July and November 1942, more than 600 Australians died, 1,600 were wounded, and thousands fell ill with malaria and dysentery along the Kokoda Track. More than 80 years later, Kokoda is commemorated as a campaign that inflicted terrible hardship and demanded enormous courage. And it was not in vain. Kokoda is recognised as the battle that saved Australia and a turning point in the Pacific War that led to victory in 1945. As we remember the Australians who fought and died, we always remember the Papua New Guinean people who helped them. A 7th Division medical report from the time describes them this way. Along the track, day after day, plodded the walking sick and wounded, the stretcher cases being carried by native carriers. To watch them descend steep, slippery spurs into a mountain stream along the bed and up the steep ascent over seemingly impassable barriers was an object lesson in stretcher bearing. The care which they show to the patient is magnificent. That is the heart of the Kokoda story. In the midst of terrible suffering, soldiers, nurses, bearers, they all cared for each other. On Anzac Day just this year, I had the great privilege of taking part in the dawn service at Gallipoli. For Australians, it is a place that has taken on a sacred significance, and many people make a pilgrimage there each year to pay respect to the Anzacs and to our Australian values of courage, care, loyalty and kindness. The same is true for Kokoda. On Kokoda Day each year, we remember the fallen and the survivors. We remember the care, kindness and respect that they showed to one another in the very worst of circumstances. We remember this story because it tells us who we are at our core, lest we forget.